Hey guys, welcome back. Today's a very exciting day. So there's been a little bit of a trend going on, like Labubus are in, like Labubu, 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 like I see Labubu this, Labubu that, like Labubus are everywhere. Everyone loves the Labubus. And I kind of like the Labubus too a little bit, but not enough to like buy one. I don't know, I just like something that there's just like not like, if they, okay, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't want to pay money for a Labubu, and I feel like I could make one. Like I know it's not gonna look exactly correct, but like I don't care that much. It'll still be cute, and I don't care that much about it being like an official Labubu. Like I could care less. I don't know. I just don't get the whole like, you know. For me, it's just like I don't want to spend money on something that's so like commercialized and so. Oh, okay, see now I'm like talking out my butthole because like I'm sure I buy other things that are like super commercialized, but like you know what I mean? Like it's very there's so much overproduction these days and mass production, and I feel like Labubu is very much part of that whole situation of like trying to convince people that they need something that they don't really need and then it becoming a trend. Don't get me wrong, like I fall for trends too. Don't try to put me in jail. And I'm not trying to be on a moral high ground. Actually, no, it really is just like I don't think I like Labubus enough to pay money for one. Like I don't really care that much. Now there are some other like Pop Mart collectible things that I do want to get my hands on and that I couldn't recreate in any sort of way. So we'll see where that goes. But as for now, like mainly I just want to see if I can recreate a Labubu. Like I feel like I want to make a Labubu. Because I feel like it would be better to have like a Labubu that I made myself. Like that's fire. That would be fire, I think. Also like I don't know, like pretty much most of the clothes I wear I get from a thrift store or hand-me-downs. Like I don't really buy new stuff very much because I am a mess, and also I will destroy it because I am a mess. And so I like don't buy nice things because like there's not really a point if it's just gonna get ruined. So in this video I'm going to try to make a Labubu. Not only make a Labubu, but make a Labubu out of things that I already have in my house. Sorry about that. So yeah, I got a bunch of, my grandma used to collect like different fabrics and like coats and jackets that she liked the fabrics on that she would find at thrift stores so she could make stuffed animals and things like that out of it. And I inherited that from her. So I have all of her, or not all of, but like a lot of things that she's collected in this bin over there. So I'm gonna go scrummage through that. I'm gonna go skirmish through that and battle it out and see if I can find anything, because I know I have a lot of different fabrics, but I don't know if I have like a fluffy fabric, because most of the Labubus are like fluffy. I don't really know if I have a fluffy one. So we'll see what we can find. Let's go see. Also guys, check out my wall. Isn't it great? Okay, this room is kind of a mess. Well, yeah. Anyways, this is this is going to be a giant snail shell. That's like, it's part of this thingy I'm working on, or I was working on, and I need to continue working on. And this bin right here is where all the goodies are, hopefully. Let's see what we find. Okay, guys. Oh, yes! Okay, why is there pants in here? Okay, so some of this is just my fabric that I put in here, or like clothes that don't fit me that I was gonna use. I don't know what these are though. I don't think there is any like fur. Like most of the Labubus are like fur. I don't think we have any fur stuff. Like most of the Labubus are made out of like fluffy fur. I don't think I have any of the things like that. I'm just gonna put the camera down and search through this with both my hands, like a little rat. And I'll see if I find anything and I'll let you know. I found some stuff. Okay, let's walk through some of the fabrics I found. Okay, so I forgot I also have a bunch of scrap fabrics that I got from school. I think they're just like fabric samples. But yeah, I have a bunch of different ones with a bunch of different patterns. Okay. There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot. Pretend the lighting is really good and so like you can see really well. I didn't find any fur, which is fine. And I think I'm gonna do like a patchwork type one.
What are you doing?
I'm filming a video.
Don't worry.
Okay, I don't think you'll be able to hear it, and I can just edit it out if I need to.
Thanks. I also just didn't want you to hear it either.
I won't listen.
Okay.
Can you hear them pooping? Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna do like different fabrics combined together. And I think this one will be like the main one, okay? And it has this like greenish blue and yellow and brown and tan. So I tried to find fabrics that sort of fit this color scheme. So I have this one that fits really well. There's also this green. I got some different like tans, I think. Or I thought I did. So yeah, we're gonna see what works. I did make a pattern earlier today, or like made a pattern. So I realized I haven't actually ever seen a Labubu in real life. Like they're kind of like a foreign object to me. Like I've yet to discover those in my life, and I've never seen one IRL. So I did some extensive online research. I just looked at some pictures and guesstimated the shapes of the fabric pieces that I need to make, and I drew them out as like a plan. They're not to scale, and they're not probably actually going to be exactly what I do, because it's also going to be like a work in progress type thing that I'm going to figure out as I go. But for the face, I'm going to carve that out of, I'm going to sculpt it out of clay that I found in my tub of stuff. It's like an oven baked clay that's wrapped up. Actually, I'm not going to unwrap it right now because I'm not going to make that right now. So we'll just have to wait and see. So this one will definitely be, I could probably make an entire one out of this fabric because I have enough of it. But I kind of want to do a bunch of random ones, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, there's also this one. Okay, so it's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. And I'm feeling pretty good. So today I'm gonna be making the face out of the clay. This is pretty old clay. I haven't used it in over a year. So we're gonna see if it works still, which is exciting. It's kind of like like a Scooby-Doo mystery. I wanna do the face part first because I'm not sure exactly what size the face is going to end up being, because that kind of depends on how difficult the clay is to use and how hard it is to make things, small details. So it might be bigger or smaller depending on how difficult it is. But anyways, the reason I want to do that first is so that once I have the face made, then I'll know what size the face is, then I'll know what size to sew the rest of the body and everything. So I have to do the clay parts first before I do the sewing stuff. So I don't really know why I picked all the sewing stuff out first. This is Sculpting 3. I've used it before. Oh, okay, it's still good. I was worried that it was going to be kind of hard and I was going to have to like mix. I was looking up things that I could mix with it to make it soft again. And there's like official like stuff that like you can buy, like clay softener you can buy, but it also said you could use Vaseline. So I was just going to be mixing Vaseline in with it and hoping that works. Okay, so I'm just gonna like knead this up first. The face is gonna be the hardest part because they have very specific faces and they have a lot of tiny details on the faces. And their face is kind of the like signature thing. If I can get the face down, I'd be pretty happy. If I don't get the face down exactly and it looks botched, I'd also be a little bit happy because that'll be like kind of funny. But I do want it to be as good. Well, I'd say right now at least my intention is to do about like 80% effort into it, but that number might get lower as we go on. We'll see. It's getting pretty good. I also don't have a rolling pin, so I'm just gonna use this water bottle to roll. Isn't it adorable? Okay. I think this is more than enough for like the base of the face, and I need to save some extra to like shape it. Also, I have to figure out how I'm going to attach the face to the body. Labubus have their fur going over the like edges of their face. It looks like the fur is placed on top of the face rather than the face being placed on top of the fur, right? Because the fur is supposed to be growing from their skin. So yeah, I have to figure out how exactly I'm gonna attach it. I might just use some sort of glue. I might just poke holes around the edge of the face and then like hand stitch the face onto it, because I feel like that would look kind of cool, but I don't know. Okay, I need to look at a picture of a Labubu. Oh lovely, it's sticking to the table. Exactly what I want. Maybe I'll just do it on top of this plastic. I don't know how well that's gonna work either. So they have a sort of oval-y face. The bottom seems round. Okay, I'm actually gonna need more clay. Oh flip, there's freaking air bubbles in it. Ugh. Okay, so is this the right shape? No. But are the edges going to be covered up? Yes. So does it really matter? Maybe. The tools I'm using to sculpt it are paintbrushes. I don't really know. I was gonna just use the ends of them maybe. And then I have like this little thing. And then I was gonna use the end of this brush if I needed to do like the indents for the eyes and stuff. And then I have these things that I use for my nails. I'm gonna use the ends of them. I'm gonna get a bowl and I'm gonna put this on top of a bowl so that it will have the, because they're like round, right? Okay, so I forgot bowls don't have just like completely round bottoms. So I think I'm just gonna like crumple up some paper or something and put under it, because it doesn't really matter what the underside looks like. Found some aluminum foil in the recycling bin, so I'm just gonna use it. That's a good enough shape. I'm gonna fold the plastic wrap a few times and put it under there too, because the sharp edges of the aluminum foil might break through just one layer. So now that we have that little bulge, we can have it shaped a bit more. Oh, my freaking nails. I'm not used to having long nails, guys. Dang it, I put my nail freaking got indented in the front of it, but I don't even care anymore. Okay, I was trying to make it smooth earlier. I was like, gonna keep it smooth, gonna keep it smooth, gonna keep it smooth. Looks like we're not gonna keep it smooth. Okay, I have an idea. Maybe if I put Vaseline on top of it at the end to like smooth everything out. Do you think that would work? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this tool and we're gonna do the eyes, right? So just sort of guesstimating where the eyes are. Smile is probably going to be right here. We have to remember that the edges are going to be covered up. Okay, so we have the general eye placement. Now, I don't even know. I don't know how I'm going to smooth this out. I don't know how I'm going to do the eyes. I don't know how anything. I really don't know. I just don't know, guys. We're going to have to figure this out. Ching, 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 ching. So, yeah, I worked on it a little longer. So I have some general spot for the eyes. I'm gonna work on making a little indent line where the mouth is. And I guess the teeth too, yeah, because the teeth also are 3D. And then I'm gonna add little brow bones and a little nose. And then I might, so I'll see you guys later when I'm done with that. Oh, okay guys, it's been a while. I've been working on it for a while. I think I'm done enough as much as I want to do. It's hard. Just kidding. It is a lot of work. No, I think if I continue working on it more, it's just gonna slowly get mushed together. It's not perfect now, but I think after I bake it, it will get better. Well, no, that didn't make sense. After I bake it, I can like sand some parts and like scratch some parts and like smooth some parts out and add details to some parts and then paint it and all that jazz. So I think it will look good. It actually kind of looks like a Labubu, like it's giving Labubu. It's giving it's giving Ladudu, like it, like it's giving a little bit off Labubu. It's giving a Labubu that died and came back evil. Which is okay, that's what we're going for. So I'm gonna go bake it. Oh, and then I gotta make the hands and feet, I forgot. So it's been like a whole day. It's been a whole entire day since I've last seen you. I was working all day yesterday. This took so long and I'm not even close to being done. Like I thought I would be done by now. But yeah, let me show you what I've done so far, and then I'll explain what I've been doing and what I'm going to do. Here, I've been working on the face a lot. Here's what we've got so far. It's looking actually pretty good. So let me explain all the different things that I did. So essentially the color, the base color is I used chalk. Some like chalk pastel. And so I just kind of smeared it everywhere. For the eyes and the nose and the teeth, I used gel nail polish. So the eyes have really took me forever because it took forever to get the lines perfectly like circular and everything and the white and whatever. And then I thought it would be a good idea to do a really, really thick layer of like clear base gel and like top coat and stuff so that it was just a clear, really thick, clear layer for the eyes. But what that ended up doing is after I hardened it, it got really cloudy. So it like the colors weren't as good and the shine, like I added like glittery to the eyes and you couldn't even see it, and I was really mad because it took so long and then I didn't know what to do, so I ended up like using my wood carving tools to carve back out that clear stuff. I ended up having to repaint the eyes. Yeah, so the edges of the eyes are looking kind of rough and I'm not gonna fix them because it took me so long anyways. So what I have to do to finish the face is, right now there is chalk on the skin, so if I touch it, it'll probably come off and it won't stay on. There are a few details that I do need to add, such as the blushy cheeks and some freckles. So I'm probably gonna do the freckles with colored pencil, which is what I used to do the smile line. And then I'm going to try to do something for the cheeks. I tried using the chalk for the cheeks, but it wasn't holding the pigment as much as I'd like it to. I have an idea. I have some clear spray, like workable fixative, which is like a spray finish. It's for multimedia. It's when you're working on various art things and you don't want things to smudge. You can spray it with this, but you can still add stuff on top of it. So you can still keep working on the art, but it will hold what's there in place, if that makes sense. It's like a workable fixative. So I'm gonna try to spray that on top of this, and I'm hoping that that will give the powder, the chalk powder, like something to grip onto more. I'm not really sure if it's gonna work, we'll see. And then what also took me forever, so I have the head. Okay, so this is the this is the head. That hole is where the face will be, right? You'll see. What also took me forever is, so I had these two pieces sewn on, and then I folded back the rim of where the face will be, and I glued it with hot glue because I just want it to stay in place, and I felt like that would be the easiest thing to do for now. I'm going to use like a rubber cement to attach the fabric to the face. I'll probably, after I'm finished getting this exactly how I look, I'll spray it with like a permanent matte finish. And then I'll probably sand around the edges just to give the glue something to grip onto more. I originally only had the two front panels sewn together, and then I was sewing on one of the other pieces, and I just hand sewed it because I didn't want to get my sewing machine back out. But then I had sewn it with like the inside raw finished hand sewn part facing outwards for somehow. And I also forgot to leave holes for the ears. So I had to seam rip that back open and redo it, but I just got my sewing machine out so it would be easier. But I also, once again, forgot to put holes for the ears. But that's okay. So what I'm going to do for the ears is they're more three-dimensional. They're not really like 2D. And so if they were 2D, I could just sew them in between the seams and then they'd stick out. But I think I'm just going to hand sew them on top. Once I've stuffed this and it's like a 3D sphere, I can hand sew the ears onto place. So let me show you the ears. I love the ears. They took me a ridiculously long time to make. They're two different colors. One of them is slightly bigger than the other, so I'm probably going to make it smaller, and they're pretty massive in general. I made them too big for the reference. But anyways, I love them. I have different scraps. So this one, right, we have the sort of plaid, whatever, and then we have this fabric, and then we have this orange-red fabric, and then for this one we've got the blue, and then we've got this fabric, which is the same as this panel right here, and then we've got the red, and then that's why I painted the nose red to match, and then I painted the eyes that shade of green, so it'll all come together. I think I'm gonna add freckles to the face, and I'm gonna make them that same green color because I think that'll look cute. But yeah, this took a ridiculous amount of time because I don't have a pattern. I'm kind of just making this up as I go. I made a pattern. I haven't looked at it a single time since I actually started making it. So yeah, I just am kind of guesstimating, and then I like drew out what I thought would work. It didn't work, and then I made it work because I wanted the front piece of the ear to be just like flat, and then the back part to like stick out. And I did end up getting it to do what I wanted to do, which is awesome. So yeah, but they're uneven. This one, I sewed the two green pieces together before I added these inner ear pieces. I don't know, which was not what I wanted to do. Like I was planning on sewing these parts on first before I sew the back on so that I can sew it all with the sewing machine, because once I have this back on, I can't sew these pieces on without going through the back. So what I ended up doing, I was like, I'm pretty sure I have like a needle felt thing somewhere. So I found my needle felting thing, and I have a bunch of these little like needle felting needles, and I literally just sat here and like poked. First I poked this back layer in, and then I poked this layer in. So that's why it kind of looks like that. I kind of love the way it looks though. I really do like it. This one, I just hand sewed on, but you really can't see the stitches from where I hand sewed, which I'm pretty happy with. And then I also did poke it too, just to give it a little extra hold onto the fabric. But this one I did before I sewed the back onto it, so it was easier. But yeah, you can see how the like fabric kind of blends in with the green in the background. But I kind of like the way that looks, so I'm not mad about it. I'm not sure which ear is gonna go on which side. Because originally I wanted it to like match the base. I was gonna do a different fabric that didn't match either of the face ones for the other ear, but I didn't do that, so I think it would look weird if they were matching, but I also think it would look weird if they were just opposite matching. No, that looks good. But yeah, I've been watching American Horror Story while I work. Oh, this is also a needle felting thing that I made. I taped 3 needles onto a Sharpie so I could do more pokes at once. I have been working for a long time and I still have so much left to do. Oh, I need to tell you about, I am really happy with how this turned out. Like before I painted anything on here and it was just a clear base, I was really happy with the shapes that I got. Like it kind of looks like a Labubu. I'm kind of surprised. I was expecting the face to be the worst part and it to look nothing like a Labubu face, but it kind of looks like a Labubu face, so I'm kind of happy about that. The hands, on the other hand, the hands and feet, girl, I gave up, okay? Let me show you what we got. They have a wide brim, right, so that I can attach them to the stuffed animal part. Do these hands match? No, they don't, okay? They don't. And that's fine. one of them is pointier than the other. I don't care. So fun fact, when I was making them, I forgot to make like, I made 2 right hands, I think, because I just forgot. I didn't even think about the fact that I needed to make a right hand and a left hand. One of the hands was bigger than the other, so I literally carved it down to make the other hand. So this hand, it's a left hand, it used to be a right hand. So where like the thumb is, that used to be where the pinky is, and this used to be where the thumb is, but it was bigger, so I had more room to work with. Now it's smaller than the other, but I don't even care because it looks like the left hand, and that's all that matters. The feet are arguably even worse. So when I was making the feet, sculpting them, didn't even try to get them to look right. I just kind of made blobs, and then I was like, I'll carve them down later. This one I spent a lot of time carving, but then I ended up carving too much, so now it's too small. And then the other one, I just didn't care anymore, and I gave up, and I didn't really even try to carve it that much. So yeah, they're 2 different sizes. Both of them I think are too small, but I don't care anymore, and I'm not going to fix them. Those are the hands and feet I'm working with, and I'm happy with it. Yesterday I was watching American Horror Story while I was working on this. Oh my gosh, my own Labubu from scratch. I am the Labubu factory, handmade, handcrafted. Look, this is clay, hand sculpted by the gods, and by the gods I mean me. Hand sewn, like, and sewing machine sewn. Proof that I actually made this. Like, look at the back, like that is clay. Yeah, here's the limbs that I made. Okay, the limbs are too small for the body, because here's the body. Boom. But it's okay, okay? Like, I'm proud of the face. Like, it's actually pretty good. I am calling it the Ladudu. Like, I am the Ladudu factory, because I'd be making the Ladudus. I made it out of scraps that that I inherited from my grandma that she collected from thrift stores, like random coats and stuff. And I made it out of clay that I already had. So, reduce, reuse, recycle. It's probably going to be higher quality than that store-bought Labubu. Yeah, I've seen the freaking... Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not, but like, get on my level. Y'all could never. I'm gonna make a box. I'm gonna make a box, and I'm gonna do a blind box reaction to me opening it. It's gonna be magic. So here's a picture of how the ears are too big on the right, and then on the left is a video of me explaining how I'm gonna make them smaller. So I had to cut that one piece shorter and then make the ears shorter. Or I'm so angry. Holy cow, guys, it's been a few days. I've been working so much on this, but I finally finished. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out, but I went ahead and made a blind box so I can open it for you guys and do a blind box reaction. I'm really excited. Yeah, so it's been probably a week. I've spent so many hours working on this. It's taken me a ridiculous amount of time. I worked so hard, and I'm pretty proud of the outcome. So do your big one, like, subscribe. I worked really hard for this. And it'll be like, like you just want to subscribe, like you guys, like I know you do. So yeah, I'm gonna do a blind box opening reaction as if I didn't just make it and handcraft it and choose exactly all the colors and know exactly what it looks like inside and out, because that's part of the fun. Okay, so that's what we're about to do. Look at it. Ah! Okay, guys, I got the Ladudu blind box and I'm about to open it. I'm so excited. Look at how cute they are. Okay, so the ones that I want, I really, really like Kaka and Minji. I really like Kaka and I love Minji, but I'd also be happy with PP and Poo Poo. And even honestly Wawa, like I honestly really like them too. I'd be happy with them. The only one that I really don't want, the only one that I just like that I hate, I actually hate it. I think it's ugly and disgusting and makes me want to throw up and like just start jumping is Wee Wiz. I just don't want Wee Wiz. Wee Wiz is the only one that I'm like, look. But yeah, I would love Kaka or Minji. I like Minji a lot, the colors. PP and Pooper are pretty cute too. Just don't like Wee Wiz. Wawa, I'd be okay with. I'd be pretty happy with Wawa. Wawa's really cute. But yeah, I'm so happy that I finally got my Poop Mart Ladudu package. We're about to open it and let's see. Guys, I'm so scared. Let's open it, shall we? Look at the package. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys look first. Are you kidding me? Wee Whiz! Are you freaking kidding me? That was. Oh. Of course, the freaking one that I didn't want, bruh. Poop Mart. Are you serious, Poop Mart? Why did you do this to me? Just kidding, guys. Look how cute it is! Oh my gosh. I'm just actually really proud of it. I think it looks really good. I like it a lot. It's really cute. He's so cute. I had a lot of problems making it. I didn't think that the body was gonna look good at all. I thought it was actually gonna look bad. It was gonna look like cock and balls. But I'm actually pretty happy with how the body turned out. The body is, it is kind of a body. Does it look like a Labubu? No. I definitely, the hands and feet are definitely way too small. The feet are not even related. They're not even cousins at this point. Like, but I don't really care. Like, it's cute. I'm actually really surprised with the face though. The face looks kind of good. But yeah, the body took a lot of trial and error. And figuring out how to attach the face to the body was also kind of difficult, but I like the way I did it, I think. The white stitching that you see here is just decorative. I did it with normal sewing thread, and then I went back and did the decorative white stitches, contemplating whether or not to do that for the rest of the stitches, and I think I might go back and maybe add some on all the limbs, but I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this because it's cute. Oh yeah, also, I'd just like to point out, clock the Poop Mart. I mean, no! Guys, I was gonna do Poop Fart instead of Pop Mart, but I forgot to switch the M to an F. So just pretend it says Poop Fart instead of Poop Mart. That's so upsetting. I think it's really important to still enjoy the things that you enjoy. If you like the way something looks, allow yourself to treat yourself to those things. But I also think it's important to try to stand against like consumerism and overconsumption and for things that you don't need, right? Which we all are guilty of. I'm definitely guilty of. But however, with the Labubu, I think that just because something is trending and people are trying to get you to buy it doesn't mean you have to buy it. And there are other options to make something just as cute, if not cuter. But yeah, I just wanted to try to see if I could recreate it. Like I said, I made these all out of thrifted materials. In fact, every piece of fabric here I inherited from my grandma who thrifted those fabrics from coats and things like that at thrift stores. And the clay that I used to make it was clay that I already had. Everything I used to paint it, all the tools I used were things I just already had in my house. I didn't buy a single thing to make this. I just made it with what I had, which I'm really happy about. It's definitely not the best thing I've ever made in my life, but I don't really care. It's cute and I like it. Okay, so yeah, if you like it too, let me know down below in the comments. And if there's something else you want to see me try to make, also let me know down below in the comments. Please subscribe, please comment, like, and do your due diligence to me. Because I know you want to subscribe. Like, oh, I hear Wee was telling me something. Oh, Wee Wiz also wants you to subscribe. Oh, Wee Wiz, so silly. Making this took me way longer than I expected, so that's why I haven't uploaded in a couple weeks. It's because I've just been working on this. So now that this is done, there will be more regular uploads. I apologize for that. So you're gonna want to subscribe because you're not gonna want to miss out, guys. There's so many things happening. So yeah. Ladudu. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!